Hello everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of the most transformative spiritual tools that we actually have access to, and that is the violet flame. So this incredible energy is overseen by two powerful beings, Archangel Zadkiel and the Ascended Master Saint Germain. They are like the dynamic duo of the violet flame. Look at them as like Batman and Robin. That's how I sort of see them. They are here to help guide us and amplify this potent energy. So you may be saying, Claire, what is the violet flame? So if you don't know, the violet flame is actually a very high vibrational energy with incredible transmutation power. It's like a big cosmic furnace that burns away things like negativity, blockages, and it helps to transform and transmute them into pure, brilliant love and light. So, how does it work? So, think of the violet flame working on multiple levels on your whole multidimensional being, your body, your mind, your spirit, and your soul. It's great at dissolving heavy vibrations, heavy energies, heavy feelings, heavy emotions, things like anger, fear, grief. And it can also help with physical ailments. So it's really great as a medical intuitive that I actually work a lot with this violet flame. It's also brilliant at helping heal and clear relationship issues. And also it's great for clearing karma. So I know when I'm going to be clearing karma, I tend to clear a lot of karma, okay? But when I get guided to use a candle, I know that I need to be invoking like fire energy. So working on it with like the elements, the fire elements. It might even see a dragon come in. You know, to be honest, it really depends on what my client believes in. So, if my client believes and works more with the archangels and that feels more comfortable, I see Archangel Zadkiel come in. If they're more into like ascended masters, which is what I was really initially into, working a lot with the masters, because I think I just sort of as I was going on this spiritual journey, my brain got around that a bit more. So I saw a lot of Saint Germain. I also see a lot of Merlin. Saint Germain is actually a reincarnation of Master Merlin. Now I tend to see a lot of the dragons, because I have some clients that are really into like very spiritual, alternative beings of light. So the dragons will come in. I also, if I have clients that are more into rituals and practices, then I will see one of my goddesses of fire, Freya. She comes in to work with me. So that's the great thing, right? This is on a bit of a side note. Whatever you believe in, there's always a spiritual tool to assist what you believe in. Hence, whether you're more angels, whether you're more masters, whether you're more beings like dragons, unicorns, or whether you're more into like more of the Wicca and the pagan practices of like witchcraft. So then I see like the goddesses starting to come in like Freya. So whatever you believe in, it doesn't matter, because the right tool, the right being of light, the right belief that you feel tapped into will step forward. So as I said, it's really great at clearing, helping and resolving relationships, but it's also great in clearing karma, because we need that heavy flame to just transmute and clear and burn. Basically, when I was first given, I was actually given a black book in one of my practices, in a healing that I was doing on myself. And this book was basically so given to me, and I said, okay, what is this book? And my guides showed me that this book was about clearing like karmic curses and things like that. And I was like, okay, what do I do with that? And it's like, well, you use the flame to clear and cleanse. So I've been working with flames for a long time. And the interesting thing is, my dad is a fireman, right? So I do giggle at this stuff when I get shown what sort of spiritual gifts and practices that I can connect in. So as I said, the violet flame is great for clearing relationship issues, past life karma, which I tend to do a hell of a lot of. And also it's great for clearing your limiting beliefs. Now, this is something that I get a lot of my clients to do, especially when we're on retreats. So it might be that they start to write out some of the beliefs, some of the blockages, and we actually do a ritual of creating a fire, like a fire drum, and then we burn things as well. So I quite like working from a ritual point of view with doing it as well. So the violet flame, however you want to use it, or whatever light being or ritual or practice that you want to use with using the element of fire, it's great for healing and growth. So the return of the violet flame, let me talk a little bit around this. So the violet flame was once a very closely guarded secret, and it was something that we used a lot of in Atlantis. But when Atlantis fell, it was withdrawn from humanity. But apparently in 1987, now this is the teachings of Diana Cooper, so I'm going to honour her messaging and her channeling through this. So in 1987, our planet's vibration started to begin to rise. So a lot of you have heard me talking about moving from 3D to 5D. The vibration is changing. So what happened is you'll find that over the next number of years, so in 2012 to 2032, we are moving from that 3D to the 5D. By 2050, we'll be done and completed. So we'll be on a higher frequency level. So basically what you're going to find is a lot of ancient spiritual practices and rituals, and the way that we use things, different chakra points on our body are all starting to open up. So we're going to go through this big reawakening of different ancient spiritual practices and things like that coming back through. So in 1987, our planet's vibration started to begin to rise. Okay, we started to create the rumble as such. And Archangel Zadkiel and Saint Germain reintroduced to us as humanity the violet flame, so we could all, that's really important, we can all access its power again. So it's not spiritual hierarchy anymore. We can all use the violet flame. So if you've never used it in your practices or your rituals, start to try it out, right? Have a go with it. Really encourage you. So the beauty of the violet flame is that you don't need to be this spiritual guru to use it. It is available to everyone who calls upon it. So whether you believe more with the dragon, so you might want to work with the violet dragon, you might want to work with Saint Germain, you might rather work with the Archangel, whatever, as I've said before, go with it. You might want to use a violet candle. I actually put that on the image for my blog cover this week. So use the flame, use that element of fire. So the evolution of the violet flame. So what's happened is, as the consciousness has started to rise, as humanity has started to rise, the violet flame has started to evolve and shift. And what's been really interesting is started to merge with other powerful energies. For instance, the silver ray. So the violet flame came from the violet ray, but then we have the silver ray, and the silver ray is the energy of grace. Now, if any of you have experienced any of my healings, I will always work with the energy and the law of grace, mercy, and compassion. And some of you might see, sense, feel, or know different color vibrations. So when you feel that silver energy around you, or you're working with it, it's the energy, is the law of grace. And then also there's been the gold ray of wisdom. Now, when we have the silver ray merged with the violet flame, it becomes the silver violet flame. And when we've mixed it now with the golden ray of wisdom, it becomes the golden silver violet flame, each with its own unique and qualities. Now, Diana Cooper talks a lot of this around in her Dragons book. It's really interesting. So I would say go and have a listen or go and have a read. Archangel Gabriel also started to get into the mix, which has been interesting. So he brought through the diamond violet flame. what he did was to create a more of an up level, so an even more potent version of this transformative energy. Now, I'll work with Archangel Gabriel when I'm really working through that throat chakra. So if I've gone in and I feel that, like someone, I tend to work with women, right? So if I see that a woman has struggling with having her voice or anything along those lines, or she might be creating a manifestation, maybe with like a thyroid issue or anything to do with um, anything through that throat chakra area, then I will work with the diamond light, the cosmic diamond violet flame, to actually start to help cleanse and clear that energy through that throat chakra. You can also work with the dragons and the violet flame. They're very deeply connected to flame energy because obviously they're a dragon. And the great thing about dragons is dragons are really good at going into low vibration energies. So if you are if you are a person that's really into helping the planet and wants to give back, like through humanity and things like that, if there is heavy dense energy through the land, so say for instance war zones, or the land that has had hardship, devastation, you can send through the dragons to help shift and clear. They work very well with the ley lines as well. So if you're looking to, why would you use the violet flame? Okay, so when you're going to use it in your practice, what I would suggest is that you set yourself up in a ritual. So for me, I always like to burn a candle, so I know that that is my intention of working with fire energy, the element of fire, but also through the violet flame as well. I will also set the command that I clear and cleanse your multi-dimensional body. So that's your body, mind, your spirit and soul through the violet flame. And you can use the violet flame for protection. So why would you do something like that? So for instance, if you are an empath or a sensitive and you really struggle with being around a lot of people, a lot of powerful energies that tend to drain you, then I would set an intention that you're going to put a ring of violet flame around you so that it protects you and keeps you safe. So you can use it in that way as well. If you've been anywhere that you've come out being around people or a place or a situation that you feel energetically drained, then set the intention and do a cleansing and a healing and a clearing using that violet flame. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's conversation with me. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Yeah, and I look forward to hearing your comments, and let me know also if you've used the violet flame in your practice and how you got on. So take care, enjoy your week, and I will see you all soon. Thank you.